Okay. So can everyone see my VS Code on the left and the GitHub on the right?
Yes.
All right. Thanks. So when you submit your link, there's tons of ways you can do it. So if you submit this link, you always get to this page. I don't think you can see it, but I'll just post it in chat. And most of you've done this. If you submit this link, you'll get to the file. And if you click here and submit this link, you will get to the line within the file. So that's a great way where Git can help you share code, right? Even by linking to it. You don't have to say, oh, line 3, da 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 da. You can just say, you know, this line right here and provide the link. You can also have group of lines. So send that. And all these, if you were to come back to it, the highlighting is there. So it's super helpful, especially for someone reviewing code like me. So if you can provide that, that's great. But I haven't directed you for all your subsequent exercises if you should use the same repo or you should create a new repo. So if you create a new repo for each exercise, you're kind of safe because like this latest on master will always be there because your next assignment isn't going to override it. But if you happen to want to use one repo for multiple assignments, then your code's going to change, and these links, if you make another change to this file, but your link was to line 3, and you added a line above line 3, it's going to highlight the wrong line, right? And so you can fix it at, say, let's see, let's go back to our developer B. You can look into its history. And so here we added this line 3, but here we didn't. So if we want to browse the files at this particular commit, right? If we really want to say line 3, then we can use this link, and we'll go to the exact commit of the exact line. Whereas the other line 3 pointed us to another piece of code. So that's useful for us in terms of submitting. This is kind of useful for when you're actually developing something, so that you can kind of refer back and say what changed and what broke the app. But referring to commits, Git can do one step better instead of like figuring out which commit you should link to or point to or refer to. And what Git does is it offers tags. So right now this repo has no tags, but a tag is kind of like a snapshot where you're like, oh, this is a version we want to keep track of. So In practice, how I use tags, and some, and I can't say for everyone, but mostly a lot of people. If you have a version, right? If you have version 1 of your app, you tag it. If there's a minor patch, you tag it 101. If you're interested, you can look up semantic versioning. So what it's trying to say is that this one's better. If there's a change to the lowest, the minor, then it's just a bug fix. It should still be compatible with the previous version. If there's a change here, it's kind of a bigger feature, but it still doesn't break, right? If your app uses library 466, upgrading to 476, it should still work. The major is that's when you have breaking changes. So yeah, changing from 4 to 5, the consumers of your app or library is an indication to them that you probably need to change some code to make it work again. So tagging is usually done with this for versioning purposes. So it's like, yeah. So for us, if we have a building app, we're doing agile and everyone's pushing to master. If we want to make sure we demo a version of the app that's not broken, then we make sure we tag it, and that's the version we use when we're demoing the app. So tag is more or less equivalent to versioning, like releases, I would say. And then one example of this is our course website. I've created tags each time, and each time a tag is created, if you have heard of continuous integration, continuous delivery, it deploys the site. But you don't need to do that. So we have a master branch, and then we have the tags. So you can jump back in time, and you'll notice that this URL has the tag number, and is a little bit easier to read than the commit SHA in the previous links. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to just add some tags, and then go through that exercise of linking to those tags. Should anyone want to submit an assignment that they in a repository that they're continuously updating. And also, I think it's good to know if you ever do work on an app, like, hey, it's working now, I should tag it so I can get back to it. You can always get back to it, but it'll be hard for you to remember which commit. So like going through here is a lot easier than going through here to figure out which is the version you want to submit, turn in, or deploy or demo, right? So any questions, comments, concerns about that before I actually just make some tags and push it? All right, so let's do that. Okay, right now there's no tags. So I don't know how to use VS Code to show the tags yet. I know you can create a tag. But yeah, let's just try that. So we'll just tag this current commit here. tag, create a tag. So we're gonna call this version 100, and a message would be, you know, beta release or something, or submitted to Git assignment, or Lalima assignment number 1 for Git exercise or something. Okay, so here the tag is created. You can look at more details, but it doesn't really show up on GitHub unless you push the tag to GitHub. So you can just push it like here, and we should see it. And then we can actually navigate to it. And you can also go here to, this is your code at version 1 and at tag 100. Okay, so I'm gonna make a change to this file. So I'm gonna put it above the lines that we linked at earlier. That breaks link to previous line 3. All right. Oh yeah, I have to save. Commit this. Add new line to break previous links. Okay, so let's push this to GitHub. And now if we were to use the same link in our chat that we had posted to this line 3, oops. We'll be linking to the new line 3 instead of the previous one. So we want to, but now that we have a tag, we can navigate to our tag, link this, and I'll put this in the chat. And then any subsequent changes, the link will still be good. So here, let me make a new change. Another new line. Save this. Let's commit this. Adding another new line. And then now I'm going to do the same thing with tags from command line. It is faster, so I want to expose you to that. So -n lists out the tags available. I'm going to tag it. Because we're going to add a message to tag, it's an annotated tag. So we're going to call this tag 1.0.1, and we'll provide the message. Another line added. Now I'm going to push to origin all of our changes, and then we got to push the tag specifically with this follow tags option. And here we push master up and we pushed our new tag. So we go to our GitHub. There's 2 tags now. And we can navigate to one of the tags and see our line that we added. If we navigate to the other version, that line won't be there. So to drive home the point, using the previous line, the link to the original line we had set for version 1, it'll still highlight the correct version. So that's more or less what I want to go through. Any questions, comments, concerns about that? Okay, I'm gonna stop the video. I think it's this one. Oh wow.